Hello friends, welcome to this video. If you are a manufacturer of transformer, motor, fan or pumps, and if you are focused to design high efficiency products, then investing in a single seat tester would be your wise decision. When designing energy efficient product like fan, motor or transformer, minimizing the core loss is very essential. And that's why manufacturer required right testing equipment. We have over 40 years of experience in manufacturing testing equipment for steel industry, which are the primary test equipment for any steel producer. And we are first Indian manufacturer and inventor of Epson tester, single sheet tester, SST 500 by 500 and insulation resistivity tester. If you are buying mother coil of CRGO directly from the mill and you have cutting facility and you are able to cut this kind of sample 30 mm by 305 mm at each time of testing, then definitely you could test it accurately in Epson tester. But if you are a manufacturer of motor and pumps and you are buying pre-cut stampings like this, then what is the solution? That's why we have designed and developed single seat tester for quick testing of such kind of stamping and EI lamination like this. So without cutting them in a particular size, you can quickly test in a single seat tester using such kind of probes. But here we could not ignore the fact that we are testing very small portion of the stamping. That too with the surface test method. You can see very small portion we are testing by the surface test method. So you may observe minor variation in a reading while comparing to the final product, because the test is depend on a surface of the sample and quality of the sample. Working principle of this equipment is very simple. A single stamping is magnetized using a primary coil of this probe, and feedback power is measured by 0.1% accurate wattmeter and gives you calculated result of directly watt per kg as per the thickness and induction you have set in the machine. Now let me count you the features of this machine. First of all, this machine is capable to test at 50 Hz and 60 Hz both frequency. 8000 pixels graphic display is provided for easy visualization. Universal power supply provided. The same machine you can use at 110 volt auxiliary supply and 230 volt auxiliary supply. Flux density you can set from 1 Tesla to 1.8 Tesla. Thickness of the sample you can set from 0.1 mm to 0.7 mm. Two type of probe option we have provided for different kind of samples. Small probe core area is 40 mm by 14 mm. So this is suitable for motor stamping and EI lamination. Bigger probe core area is 20 mm by 60 mm. So this probe is suitable for transformer lamination. Now let me show you the testing method. In this equipment we have two type of probe. One is a bigger probe, one is a smaller probe. You can check the core area over here. So when you have smaller samples like this motor stamping, you can select a small probe. You can check the core area is covering in smaller probe, but not possible with the bigger probe. Bigger probe, bigger portion of the core is not covering, so this could be give a false reading, but in a small probe you can get a perfect reading in a motor stamping. If you have a bigger sample like this, so a bigger probe can also give you perfect reading, and a small probe can also give you a perfect reading. In both probe the area is covering, you can check. So if you have a transformer lamination of bigger size, you can use any probe, but bigger probe can give you a better result in a bigger sample, and small probe can give you a better result in a small stamping and small EI laminations. Now you can check, this is a smaller lamination, so in this probe the area is covered, and this probe also area is covered, so both probe can give you a perfect reading. This equipment can detect the probe as well. Right now I am connecting a big probe, you can check in the display. Right now over here you can check probe and question mark. I am connecting a big probe. You can see big probe connected, asking for the sample. If I put the sample on the probe, it will show the reading. Okay, now I am removing the probe. You can see asking for the probe. Now I am connecting a small probe. You can see small probe detected. Now asking for the sample. Same sample I am placing on the probe. You can see reading is coming. But by default this equipment comes with a small probe and only one probe. If you want extra probe, you can ask at the time of order. We provide this type of two calibration strips where the reading is mentioned, and you can check. This one is a CRGO material and this strip is a CRNO material. So two strip we provide along with the equipment to check the calibration at any period of time. If you keep this knob at minimum point at 50 Hz and turn on the equipment, then the set frequency will be 50 Hz. If you want to change the frequency at 60 Hz, you have to turn off the equipment, set it to maximum, at 60 Hz. Now you turn on the equipment. (60 Hz) setting done and small probe detected. Now you can place on the sample. It will give you a reading at 60 Hz. So this is how you can change the frequency. This is on off switch. This is knob to set the thickness. This is knob to set the induction. Here you can check the result of watt per kg, which is the final reading. Here you can see the frequency in Hertz, 50 Hz right now. Below is a thickness of the sample, you can set through this knob. This one B1.5 is the induction in Tesla, you can set through this knob. Here you can check, we have provided one probe and the weight is pre-fitted through this screw, so it will be sturdy. Whenever you place on the sample, it will not move. First you have to use a glass surface, then you put the sample, and then you have to place the probe on the sample. Now you have to set the thickness. Right now our sample is 0.35 thickness, so you can set through this knob. 0.35 I am setting. You can check on the display right here. Induction we are testing at 1.5 Tesla, so this is the reading of this sample.